Hello and welcome back to my magical chamber. I am the Soul Enchantress. And today's topic is on how to create an unfair advantage in your love life. So this is actually part of the series of the original video which I released last week, titled How to Gain an Unfair Advantage in All Areas of Your Life. And I briefly mentioned that I might be creating a series out of it, and I received quite a few requests from my clients to do so. So this is the result of that. Okay, so there will be an unfair advantage in creating money and also possibly one other. So this is to do with love, and all of the unfair advantage videos is actually to do with how enchantments can create that extra advantage that most people don't have. Okay, now this is actually from the reason I use enchantments is because they are effective and powerful, and they work in my life and have done for years, and also they work in my clients' lives, and my clients report amazing shifts and changes in their everyday life by introducing the enchantment services that I offer along with their soul work and along with the light language transmissions. Okay, so this is about how you can gain an unfair advantage in your love life, and it's to do with the fact that relationships affect your emotional body and obviously your mental state, and which then go on to affect you physically as well as your spiritual self. So emotions play a key role in your general well-being and your total joy. But relationships are so fundamental in sometimes creating that joy, and in other times in destroying your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. So there are 4 enchantments currently in my shop. And as I said to you before, this is a video on enchantments. So if that is not for you, then don't listen to this video. But I would strongly suggest that you listen to what I have to say and then form your opinion. There are 4 enchantments for love currently that I have in my shop, and obviously I will do updated videos as more come along. But the ones that are available at the moment is to attract a new love. And this is great if you're single and you're looking for love, in order to enhance the energies of creating attraction energies, so that you can actually go out there and meet people who are a great match to you that may become your future lover. And there are caveats in most of these enchantments, so that if you may need other work done before you can go ahead and attract new love. So if you are attached to past relationships or past lovers, or you've got hang-ups about being in a relationship or meeting people, then you may need to have those blocks cleared before you actually start to attract, because you're not going to attract anything as long as you have something that you need to actually cleanse yourself of. There is also, for all of you who are currently in relationships or are married, there's an amazing enchantment service that I call Increasing Commitment, Love, Passion, and Romance. And this is as a couple kind of settle into their relationship. Sometimes you may take your partner for granted. Sometimes you may not give them the attention that you did when you were first courting them, or before you got married and before your kids came along. So this is a beautiful service to increase the commitment in a relationship, to increase the loving and intimacy energies, to add and spice up your passion in order to create more sexual energy in your relationship, or to create the most beautiful and tender loving moments of romance. So this is a great service for that. Okay, now, and the other two, so these first two are more for kind of, bringing things into you. And the third service that I offer is actually called Heal, Mend Bridges, and Restore Trust in a Troubled Relationship. So every relationship goes through its ups and downs, and this is a beautiful and really nurturing service to, heal past hurt, or mend bridges that need to be mended so that you can actually kind of get past the mistakes that have been made. Sometimes you may need to restore trust in the relationship itself, or trust in your partner, or trust in yourself. And so, whenever you kind of go into or flow into some troubled waters in a relationship, this is a great enchantment service to book. So the increased commitment, love, passion and romance, as well as the heal and mend bridges and restore trust in a troubled relationship, those two go hand in hand for you if you are already in relationships or you're already married. These are services that I have used and clients have booked, which I've not been able to offer for my online clients, which is you, but that I have successfully and effectively used for clients who are in relationships. And they're great rituals to use so that you don't have to get to that stage where you are completely broken down. You can actually mend those bridges and you can heal those hurts and get past it. So for example, say if you have a great big argument, or some kind of a real falling out or a misunderstanding with your partner or your wife or your husband or lover, or whoever it may be, and you need to heal those hurts because things may have been said, and you may have done something that has destroyed the trust in the relationship. So this is a great enchantment to do, and to build those bridges and to heal that hurt and to get past it. Okay, and then you can increase the commitment and the love and the passion and the romance again. So do you understand what I'm saying? Like, these are two enchantments that can keep going and be used regularly when you need them. But also, the beauty of this heal, mend bridges and restore trust in a relationship can actually be used for non-romantic relationships. So for example, one with your best friend, or someone that you have a really close bond with. It could be a family member that there may have been a relationship breakdown. You can use this particular enchantment service for that as well. Okay, now, and the next one as well can be used for it. So the next one is really when you are starting over, or and it's called Leave, Cut and Clear a Relationship. And it's also for if you're in a really toxic, dysfunctional relationship and you need the courage to leave the relationship and cut and clear the energetic ties that will literally poison any future relationships for you. This is a great enchantment to book. So, get rid of your heartbreak, move on, build beautiful energies. But this is a must-do step if you want to move on from your past relationships or move on to a new relationship, and you need to cut those energetic ties. Okay, most people don't do this. They carry the baggage from one relationship to another, and then they wonder why they are repeating, or they find that their relationships take on a very similar cycle. They have very similar problems that come up in every relationship. That is because you are carrying your past baggage and you haven't truly cleared and cut what you needed to from your previous relationships. This again can be used for non-romantic relationships. So if you need to leave a relationship that is, it could be between a boss and you, it could be between a business or a work colleague and you, it could be between an ex-best friend or obviously a romantic partner. So leaving, cutting, and clearing a relationship. And that is the fourth type of love working that I offer. And I call it a love working because it is a love working. It is meant for the breakdown in relationships. And, you know, there is some kind of love. It may not be a romantic love between you and a best friend, but it is a platonic love. So, you know, and even if it is between a business colleague or a boss or whatever, there is some kind of relationship that existed. Okay, so those are ways in which you can actually gain an unfair advantage in love, because instead of carrying the baggage around that is toxic, or instead of allowing hurt to fester and actually break down a relationship or a marriage when it doesn't need to, and also instead of just taking your partner for granted, you know, build more commitment, build more love, build more passion, build more romance into your existing relationships. Or if you're looking for love, why not add a little bit of extra oomph? And, you know, it's like you have that magic dust, that love dust that's been sprinkled on you when you go out and you meet people. So I hope this has been helpful. And if you have any questions for me or you would like to work with me, the easiest way to contact me is through my website, soulenchantress.com. Joyous blessings, and I hope that the delicious enchanted energies of love permeate every facet of your being.